Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the biggest complaint with electric cars. Electric cars are becoming increasingly popular, with more and more people choosing to go electric for the environmental benefits and lower running costs. However, there are still some concerns about electric cars, and one of the biggest is range anxiety. Range anxiety is the fear of running out of battery power while driving, and it's a valid concern for some people. The range of electric cars has improved over time, but it's still not as good as the range of gasoline-powered cars. This can be a problem for people who do a lot of long-distance driving, or who live in areas with limited charging infrastructure. In this video, we're going to discuss the different complaints that people have about electric cars, and we'll talk about why these complaints are valid. We'll also discuss the future of electric cars and how the challenges of range anxiety, charging infrastructure, and cost may be overcome. So, if you're thinking about buying an electric car, or if you're just curious about the technology, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. Range anxiety. One of the biggest complaints with electric cars is range anxiety. This is the fear that the EV will run out of juice before you can find a suitable place to recharge the battery. This can be a major concern for people who are considering switching to an electric car, as it can limit their ability to travel long distances without having to stop and recharge. However, there are several solutions to this problem. For example, many car manufacturers are working on increasing the range of their electric cars, and there are also efforts being made to expand the charging infrastructure to make it easier for people to find a place to recharge their car. Charging time. Another major complaint about electric cars is the time it takes to charge them. Unlike filling up a gas tank, which only takes a few minutes, charging an electric car can take several hours. This can be inconvenient if you're in a hurry or need to drive somewhere in a short amount of time. However, there are some solutions to this problem as well. For example, there are fast charging stations available that can significantly reduce the charging time. Additionally, many people choose to charge their car overnight at home, so it's ready to go in the morning. Cost. Another concern that people have about electric cars is their cost. Electric cars can be more expensive than gasoline-powered cars due to the high cost of batteries and other components. This can make it difficult for some people to afford an electric car, especially if they don't have access to government or corporate subsidies. However, it's important to note that the cost of electric cars is decreasing over time as the technology improves and becomes more widely available. Additionally, there are long-term savings to be had from driving an electric car, such as lower fuel and maintenance costs. Depreciation. Another concern that people have about electric cars is their rate of depreciation. Electric cars tend to depreciate faster than the gas-powered counterparts. This can be frustrating for buyers who are looking to sell their car later on. However, it's important to note that this is not unique to electric cars. All cars depreciate in value over time. Additionally, as the market for used electric cars continues to grow, it's possible that their rate of depreciation will decrease. Reliability. Some people also complain about the reliability of electric cars. There have been reports of some electric cars having problems with their batteries. However, the reliability of electric cars is improving, and they are becoming just as reliable as gas-powered cars. Environmental impact of battery production. The production of electric car batteries requires the mining of lithium, which can have a negative impact on the environment. However, the environmental impact of electric cars is still much lower than the environmental impact of gasoline-powered cars. Additional information. In addition to the complaints mentioned above, some people also complain about the lack of features in electric cars. For example, some electric cars don't have heated seats or a sunroof. However, as the technology continues to improve, we're starting to see more and more features being added to electric cars. Another complaint that some people have is that electric cars are not as fun to drive as gas-powered cars. This is because electric cars have a different kind of power delivery. However, many people who have driven electric cars say that they are actually quite fun to drive. Overall, there are some challenges with electric cars, but there are also a lot of benefits. As the technology continues to improve, I think we'll see even more people making the switch to electric. The future of electric cars. So, what does the future hold for electric cars? Well, there are a number of challenges that need to be overcome before electric cars can become mainstream, but there are also a number of reasons to be optimistic. One of the biggest challenges is range anxiety. As we discussed earlier, the range of electric cars is still not as good as the range of gasoline-powered cars. However, battery technology is improving all the time, and it's expected that the range of electric cars will continue to increase. Another challenge is charging infrastructure. There are still not as many public charging stations as there are gas stations, but this is changing rapidly. Governments around the world are investing in charging infrastructure, and there are now fast charging stations available in many major cities. The cost of electric cars is also a challenge. Electric cars are still more expensive than gasoline-powered cars, but the price gap is shrinking. As more electric cars are sold, the cost of production is expected to come down, which will make electric cars more affordable. Despite these challenges, there are a number of reasons to be optimistic about the future of electric cars. The environmental benefits of electric cars are clear, and the technology is improving all the time. As the challenges of range anxiety, charging infrastructure, and cost are overcome, electric cars will become more viable for a wider range of people. Here are some specific ways that the challenges of range anxiety, charging infrastructure, and cost may be overcome. Range anxiety. As battery technology improves, the range of electric cars will continue to increase. This will make it possible for electric cars to travel longer distances without having to worry about running out of battery power. Charging infrastructure. Governments around the world are investing in charging infrastructure. This will help to make charging electric cars more convenient and accessible. Cost. As more electric cars are sold, the cost of production is expected to come down. This will make electric cars more affordable for a wider range of people. In addition to these specific ways to overcome the challenges of electric cars, there are also a number of other factors that could contribute to the future adoption of electric cars. These include government incentives. Governments around the world are offering incentives to encourage people to buy electric cars. These incentives can include tax credits, rebates, and free parking. Consumer awareness. As more people become aware of the environmental benefits of electric cars, the demand for electric cars is likely to increase. Technological innovation. As the technology continues to improve, electric cars will become more efficient, affordable, and convenient. Overall, the future of electric cars looks bright. The challenges that need to be overcome are significant, but they are not insurmountable. As the technology continues to improve and the cost of electric cars comes down, electric cars are likely to become mainstream in the years to come. Conclusion. So, those are some of the biggest complaints about electric cars. While there are still some challenges with electric cars, they are becoming more popular. As the technology continues to improve, and the cost of electric cars comes down, I think we'll see even more people making the switch to electric. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos about electric cars.